Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be about some general tips for sim storytelling, and these are tips I have read about or learned from experience. But before that, I would like to thank you for watching my first video, for liking it, for leaving some comments at YouTube and at my Tumblr inbox. That really meant a lot to me because I was very nervous when I uploaded my first video, but in the end, it was very fun to make. It was very fun to chat with you guys and share some of my crazy canon ideas. So, hopefully, I will keep releasing these videos as long as my free time allows me to do that. So, let's see where this takes us together. So, let's begin. Okay, so yeah, general tips for sim storytelling. And let me share with before we begin with the tips. While I was looking through my files and through my old websites, I found my ancient photo bucket account, and I found lots of pictures like these ones. This is my sim project story graveyard. Why? Because these are all projects, story ideas, stuff that I actually worked, that I actually began, and I actually took pictures and uploaded them to Photobucket, but I never published them. Why? Because I eventually lost every single file from this project, these stories. For example, this one was my attempt to to give a makeover to the House of Fallen Leaves at downtown. I was planning to make a horror story, and that died because I lost that downtown. Then this one was my attempt of recreating a Castaway style neighborhood, and actually downloaded an invisible replacement for roads, got the neighborhood stuff because I wanted to restart my legacy. See, here it says Generation 6. I actually have a whole update around 200 pictures, and it was a point in my story in which I was going to divide the storytelling into three point of views because I had three heirs at that time. One of them was a castaway, the other one lived at Strangetown, and the last one was living in Veronaville. This was a point in which I was going to introduce the Veronaville characters to the story. So, but that Hood also died, and this is also a remodels Strange Time from my attempt to re resurrected my legacy, but that file also went kaput. And finally, this one was a very um, large project in which I created a hood from scratch, uh, built apartments, decorated each one of them, extracted sims. These are the young sims from all the pre-made hoods, but aged up to adults. And then I created families for all of them, and I created a school and a hood. And it was a very fun project, but I overwrote my hood. So as you can see, all these failed projects, stuff I actually work on that, and I had fun. I don't regret doing this, but all of these files have one thing in common. They disappeared, they got corrupted, they were deleted because I was careless. The game went nuts, my computer died. So I guess you can see where I am going for my first tip for any sim storytelling project. Create a backup folder, please, please, please. And this one is for me, please, Ingarup, create a backup folder. Create a backup folder. I had to repeat it many times. And in this case, it's three times as important because I'm going to manage three different games. So your backup folder should include your sims, your hoods and worlds, as well as any special lots that maybe they should be packaged separately from your hood, and of course any special custom content that you downloaded or created for the story. So today's update is I'm going to show you how I'm going to back up my sims. I haven't really done any hoods or worlds yet. That will happen in another video. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to back up the sims I created last time because I showed you those sims, but I haven't really backed them up, and I was almost close to losing the sims 4 characters because I got the new expansion pack, City Life, I think that's the name. And when I wanted to try it out, the game gave me an error message and asked me to reinstall the game. And then I couldn't find the Sims. And then I looked in my gallery, and I was pretty sure they got lost. But I eventually found them. I'm going to show you how to find your Sims in case you find in a similar position. So let's begin, and we'll begin precisely with The Sims 4. So let me leave this presentation. I feel like such a teacher. I guess it's my job, influencing the way I make videos by creating this this dumb Google presentation, but hopefully makes you more clear to understand what I'm saying. So let's go ahead. Oh, I see. I like Reddit. Yeah. So that's one of my dirty secrets. But anyway, so let's launch The Sims 4. And hopefully this won't take too long, I promise. Because I have very little custom content. And I also apologize because the volume is going to be very low in the game. Because this is actually the second time I'm recording this video. Because last time I left the volume as it usually is, and I couldn't even hear myself. So let's go. Let's begin. It is now loading. It shouldn't take long to load. I guess in the meantime I can show you. Oh no, there you go. Okay, so here's The Sims 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this is how I save my Sims. I had a file here. This is an old, I opened it already today, but it was an old save file from August, the last time I played The Sims 4, yes. So that's how little free time I have had. So let me open my last game file. What I usually do when I play the game is just create a sim, and it's usually one of my sims, and then pull around. So here is my lot. Here are the sims I already created. Last time I was I couldn't find them. I was like, oh, I went to my gallery, and then I went to, because I was sure I had them up. They are now already up, but back then they weren't showing on my gallery. They were lost. I only had my sim self. These two that aren't public available because these are for personal use, and I don't see the point of uploading them. But these sims are available to download. So I was like, oh, I can find my sim. So then I remember that there's this little icon that says household management, and on play household, that's where they show up. So I select them, and then I send them to an empty lot because I don't really care about how I'm going to play with this save file, because this is just like a random throwaway file. The one that I'm going to use for storytelling is not created yet, so I send them to this empty lot, and then I just bought a mirror and sent Skip here to change his appearance. And let me unpause the game. And there he is. So all the family shows up here. So I just had to click on my gallery. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. So I had to click on save household, and then I save it to my library, and then I also share it to the gallery, because I want to be sure that even if my Sims 4 game gets corrupt again, they are going to show up. So if you want to download these Sims for any reason, they are available in the gallery. My ID is SimGarup, so feel free to get Sims. They have a little bit of custom content, but not much, and yeah, feel free to use them however you want if you have a need for them. These are recreations of Skip and Brandy. This is Boa. These are my original characters. So this is how I saved the Sims. So I thought I had lost them, but I was lucky this time. I was afraid this video was going to be me complaining about having to recreate them again because I really don't enjoy making Sims. The facial sculpting is not my strength, so thankfully that wasn't the case. So we are ready to leave the game. And yeah, where's the game? Okay, we're ready to quit the game. Bye, Sims 4. I'm going to play with you a little bit later. So it loaded quickly because I have very little custom content right now. Let me show you my mods quickly. I have just stubble bird, mostly create a sim content like some eyelashes, some makeup, some uh, Max's hair edits, some brows, some replacement skin tone. I'm so happy that Lee came back to do some stuff for The Sims 4 because I have her stuff in this for The Sims 2. Lumia Lover Sims hairs, some blushes, some makeup, and some eye replacement by Pixies that are based on Phobia's Maxis Matchy eyes from The Sims 2 that are my favorite eyes after the Remy Sims eyes, and some nose mags. And I think the only mods I have are these ones about improved lighting because I hate how the LUTs are so dark in this game, and this one that changes the lighting and create a scene, and finally a camera mod that it's very important if you want to take pictures or do some storytelling. So this is this is it for The Sims 4. So the second step, oh, I forgot to show you the very first step is create your backup folder. So I'm going to create a new folder and call it skip backup. And once I'm done with this backup, with all the stuff I'm going to put here, Sims, Lost, custom content, I am going to upload this to Google Drive as a backup on the cloud in the cloud. So I keep everything. So for the for skipped backup, I'm going to create a folder for each of the games I'm going to use. So I'm going to create one for The Sims 4, one for The Sims 3, and one for The Sims 2. There we go. So I said I don't need to put my Sims 4 characters here because they are already in the gallery. They work differently, but I can add my mods here. So sorry, I get confused between EA and Electronic Arts. So I'm just going to go here, right click, copy my mods folder, go back to my desktop, sorry, go back to Sims 4 and paste. And it's a very small folder, so it won't take that long. So now for The Sims 3, let's go backwards. Once again, Electronic Arts, The Sims 3. And as for custom content, I also have very little custom content. I have some downloads from the Sims store, mostly create a Sim stuff. I consider I download a lot of hair, some tops. I downloaded a lot. I purchase and download a lot of stuff for the store when I was recreating my Sims 2 Pleasant View characters for the Sims 3. So this is and some stuff I already had. So yeah, this has it. Just mostly uh, create a Sim stuff, and as for mods, I don't have any override. Probably I'm doing things wrong. And these are my mods for The Sims 3. Again, a camera mod, some mods, hacks that I got from a website that said the 30 most the 30 essential mods for having a good playable Sims 3 game. I'm not really sure what these some of these mods do. I just got them because I thought they would fix my game. I'm not really sure. There's some stuff I got for my Sims 2 to Sims 3 characters. Uh, what I liked in mode, I got also a nice replacement. There's also a skin to the master controller, the Overwatch hacks are very important. Um, some hair, some Maxi Magic hair and patterns, and also my eye and face and skin uh, the replacement, and I have just realized that I have eyes two eyes replacement. So yeah, be careful with what you have in here. So I'm probably going to go ahead and delete this one. I think it's a replacement. Yeah, I think so. Also, I know it's not default. So I guess I'm going to replace the eyes I had already replaced. So anyway, so as you see, it's a very short list, and really, I think that with The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, you really don't need a lot of custom content because the games look very nice as they are. So I haven't really needed to get as much stuff as I usually get with The Sims 2. That folder is going to be a trip when I show it to you. So let's again copy my mods folder. So there we go. My Sims 3 mods are already copied. Maybe I could copy my downloads folder too, even if it has weird uh, folders. Then maybe I can just create a copy of the Sims 3 packs. So let's copy, go back to desktop, back to the Sims 3, paste. And this one is going to take a little while because it's a larger file. So in the meantime, I can create a new folder that says custom content because I want to keep my folders organized. Yeah, it's almost done. Almost done. Yes, it's a very small download folder. At least compared to what I usually have in my game, in the Sims 2 game. So let me just a few seconds. There we go. So I'm going to delete this stuff because I don't really need it. Just these weird files. So I only keep the Sims 3 pack. Okay. So there we go. Custom content. Again, I don't have lots and yet I don't have a HUD for the story yet. It's going to be the fixed review. I will show you how I'm going to fix that HUD and how I'm going to create a backup later. But today is about custom content and Sims. So for the Sims 3 characters, I do need to create a backup. So I need to load the game. And it also shouldn't take too long to load because my laptop is much better than what I used to have. But you probably won't be able to hear this, but my computer is going to get really loud when I begin this game. Come on, wake up. Okay, let's play The Sims 3. It's going to get very loud, the fan, because this game, even if I have little custom content, even if I play with small HUDs, I'm going to show you the tiny HUD I was using to create my Sims. This game really stresses my laptop. It gets really hot, it gets really laggy. It's a pity that this game wasn't really optimized. It wasn't really well designed. So even if it has very nice ideas, I actually like the look of the Sims. If I start comparing them with the Sims 2 characters, it's different styles. I like some of the ideas, I like the open worlds, I like create a scene, but the game wasn't really designed, programmed well to play. This is a very good laptop, so I am surprised that this laptop suffers playing the Sims 3 when it's flawless with the Sims 4 and the Sims 2. So, and the Sims 2 is a very old game, and it isn't really compatible with my laptop. I had to do some magic tricks to get the laptop to get Windows 10 to recognize my integrated graphics card, because although this laptop has an NVIDIA graphics card, the Sims 2 does not recognize it. But anyway, that's a lot of technical babbling. So it's right now connecting. It insists on getting online. I don't know why, but maybe to try me to buy more stuff from the store, although I am not really interested in much of their stuff because I know that most of their premium items are very expensive and I have a lot of bugs, so I'm not really interested in that. But okay, I'm online, so you can see I have installed the hoods that come from the. I'm not really sure. I don't know if I did one is called Adventure Lab and not some. I don't know what. I don't know what. Where did I get this hood? Probably from another website. I'm not sure. But well, these are the words from all the expansion packs, and they are trying to get me to buy these three. I got this one that it's called Builder Island. That it's a mod theme that allows you to. It's an empty world, a tiny empty world to build stuff, and it's also a small blank world for placing dots for building. This is another tiny world. So I use this world as a blank to create a throwaway hood called P-View, in which I created all the Sims 3 characters I shared a while ago on a Tumblr. So I'm going to load it because in this hood I also created my Sims 3 characters. So let's play this hood. And yeah, my laptop is really getting really hot. I need to figure out how I'm going to do with this game because oh look, it crashed. See it? I'm not even sure why did it crash. Okay, pick up where you left off. It's as if Origin was making fun of me. So let's try again. Come on. I have a new message. I'm gonna check it out later. So come on, Sims 3. You also notice I am playing both the Sims 4, the Sims 3, and later use the Sims 2. I play all these games on window mode, so I can do some extra stuff. Especially this, if I'm going to just play the game, I can leave it in full screen, except for the Sims 3, because I thought I think that will kill my laptop. But for the Sims 4, if I'm not going to take screenshots or do some research for my story, I can just leave in full screen. Otherwise, I like to play in window mode because many screenshot programs do not work with full screen. I used to use Gatwin, but then it changed the user interface and I don't like it anymore. So now I use one called Fastdone, but I'm going ahead with what I was going to show you in this video / tutorial. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully this will work. Come on, game, come on. Why are you trying to connect again? I was already online. It takes a long time. And come on, you can do it. Yes, it seems to be. Okay, there we go. So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to create a new game in case I somehow got this food corrupted. So let's show you. Let's use the blank world for placing lots for building. Let's go. And let's load it. And because it's a very small world, it shouldn't take long to load. Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move in a household. So as you can see, when I created my Sims, I forgot to save them individually, but they all show up. Even if you change who, they still show up and as a movable, of a household ready to be moving. You can see all the Sims I created when I was on my Sims 2 to Sims 3 characters. They're still here. All of them, Hills Garbo, the gods, and these are my new brokes. So what you need to do is you need to edit town. I'm going to exit the tutorial because I don't need that. And then I'm going to place a small lot. I don't really care. And then I go back to game setup. And it'll take forever to load. Oh my god, my fan is so loud. So now I'm going to move in my Brook family purchase. Say accept, and hopefully it won't take too long to load. So that's why I mean, look at this. My graphics are also so pixelated. I'm going to look at the settings. I think they reset it when I was playing last time. No, I don't want to start story mode because this is just a throwaway lot. Okay, so what I'm going to, so what you do to back up your Sims is just, if you have Sims created in game, it's very easy. You just have to, in my case, purchase a mirror. It's on the core, mirror, and then I'm going to purchase lots of mirrors because last time I tried to do this, they kept getting in the way of other Sims and that annoyed me so much. So, okay, so let's get Stella to change her appearance. Come on, Stella, go. And you're going to get to enter create a household. There we go. Here's Stella. She looks much better in create a household than in game. And then you click on this little button, save sim to bin, and there we go. Leave. We didn't do really any changes. And yeah, repeat all the stuff with all your sims. Come on. Skip change your appearance. While everyone else is making fun of this game. I can really listen to what their sound is so low. So why are you not changing your look? Oh, they're checking the objects and Sims being Sims, right? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Anyone, change your appearance. So I think I need to deactivate the free will. Okay, there we go. So again, you repeat the same process. Use Penelope, click on the three buttons, save sim to bin, and there we go. So because I don't want this video to be 3 hours long, I'm going to just pause it right now and save all the sims, okay? So see you in a flash. So hello, I'm back. So I've just saved my last sim. So I'm just going to leave, create a sim, or create a household. And now they are all saved separately. So I'm going to go ahead and be merciful with my laptop and quit the Sims 3. I don't really want to save this. Okay, just quit. No, just exit. So I'm just going to be merciful to my poor laptop and leave the game. And I really need help to figure out what's going on because it gets so hot. I don't know if it's because I think I read somewhere that the game like really forces the computer to do a lot, to generate a lot of frames. I don't know, something about the FPS killer. I need to find that file. I know it was more awesome than you, but I'm not sure if it works with Origin because it worked when I had a disk, but I'm not really sure if it works anymore. But okay, so now that I have saved the Sims in game, you can see that if you go to Sims 3 and then to the Save Sims folder, here are the Sims I already saved. They are in separate files. So I'm just going to go ahead, copy them, go to desktop to my Sims 3 file, go ahead and paste. Okay, so that's 2. Okay, so now let's go and create a backup for the Sims 2. So for that, first, you need to know that in the Sims 2, I also was lazy and create this is my Sims 2 folder, and I have this is a throwaway Pleasant View, and this is a throwaway Strange Town. And in this Strange Town is where I created my Sims. So my skipped legacy sims. So I need to extract them from this neighborhood, and then I need to package them in Body Shop so I can keep them safe and clear of any weird genetic sims, simlish information or data that if it's shared between hoods, they can corrupt your game. So you have to be very careful with that. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to my documents folder, and here I have SimPE or SimPE, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. So I'm going to go ahead and, where are you? And load SimPE. And in the meantime, I'm also going to leave Origin because I don't really need it to be eating my resources right now. So yeah, this software allows you to modify your game. It's important to create object recorders and to create mods, and you can modify your host information, your sims information, their DNA information. You can extract sims. You can even give them um facial surgery, plastic surgery, so they can look different. And that's how some simmers have changed some neighborhoods, because some of the pre-made predecessors had really basic faces. So some simmers created better faces, like for Lila Grant and Michael Bachelor, and you can replace their faces with a new version. So it allows you to do a lot of stuff. So SimPE is already loaded. So what you need to do is go to Tools, Neighborhood Browser, and in my case, I'm going to select Strange Town, and I'm going to let the game load completely. It's going to take a while because they need to load all my sims. There we go. So now you go to Tools, Neighborhood again, Tools, Tools. Oh my god, it's not letting me. Tools is very sensitive, and then you go to Sim Surgery, and then you're going to let it load, and then you're going to look for their sims. So in my case, here's Paul. So what you do is you select the sim, then you click here, and it says usar here because it's in Spanish, but maybe it's juice. And then both portrait is going to show up here, and then you select export, and then you're going to get the option to save your sims in your saved sims folder or anywhere else you want. So I'm going to go ahead. I already had them saved here, but I'm going to show you how I go to my to my desktop folder, to the skip, and then I'm going to create a new folder. Come on. That's going to be my Sims backup, and I'm going to call him Bo Skip. Okay, so I'm going to save him, and I'm going to do the same for all my sims. I'm going to look for Bo, then I'm going to look for Cosmo, and I'm going to do the same project and save all my sims. And you can also go ahead and extract some sims if you want them. Maybe you want to have some pre-made sims and play with them a little bit or move them to other hoods. That's the way you do it. But look, there are also some sims I created for other stuff. So here's Danny Pleasant from The Sims 1. So you can go ahead and extract all the stuff. I'm not really sure how, if it's good to extract dead sims, but I don't think it's it may make much harm because you're only extracting their facial uh, attributes, unless, well, just be safe and keep to extracting sims that are alive or that are playable. So I went ahead and went to extract all the sims, and then I'm going to click to close SimPE because I'm done with that. So I'm not going to show you how I'm going to extract all of them. I'm going to go to Save Sims, and here are all my sims that I already extracted. And I have also extracted other sims for other stuff that I wanted to work with, but I'm only going to create backups for my sims. So I'm going to back to desktop, the Sims 2, my sims, And yeah, let's replace him. Okay, but as I said, these sims are clones. And they probably have information from the strange town, so they have garbage. Like, so now I keep moving them to clean new hoods. They can corrupt the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone them and package them with Body Shop. So let's go ahead, and this is going to be a long wait, but don't worry, I'm not going to make you wait with me and launch Body Shop. And yes, this is going to take a while because unlike The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, I have a huge download folder. So I think I first need to make sure that it actually loaded. It's loading because I have so much custom content that sometimes the Body Shop does not want to start. So that's a reason I don't do much custom content, because the mere thought of having to deal with Body Shop makes me wanna cry. Come on, come on. It seems like it's running, so and it's going on. So yes, it's going to be a while before it finishes, but it's going up. So I think Body Shop is running. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to go back and finish sharing with you some tips, and then I'm going to show you my Sims 2 folder. So this video is going. I only focusing and show you how to create a backup for your Sims and backup for your custom content. But I'm going to talk about hoods and worlds in my next video. So tip number 2: select a custom content style and stick to it. So these are pictures from two different projects that I wanted. Both failed, but I want to show you the difference. This is the Broke Legacy. This is a picture from Generation 3. Back then, I didn't give a crap about the custom content I use. Look at this, is a very realistic photo skin t-shirt I got for Wanda here because I really liked Commodore 64. That was a gaming device I had when I was very young, so I thought it was cute to have her wear one of these shirts. But as you can see, it's photo skinned, and then you have Natalia wearing a regular Maxis outfit, and then you have my blurry graphic. This is also Maxis outfit, and then you can see the very realistic skin tones and hair, shiny hair. So it doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look as good as it could be, as it could look, especially with the custom content that it's available now. On the right, you can see a better picture because all the there's a quite a bit of custom content. There's maxi stuff, of course, but there's also quite a bit of custom content. Mostly create a sim stuff. This outfit is custom content. Her outfit is custom content. The baby, all the hair, the walls, a lot of stuff is custom content. But it also looks like it could be made by Maxis. This is a Maxis Matchy style, so everything looks uh, like in harmony, to say it. So whether you stick to to using very realistic stuff like photo skin, like shiny texture, like very realistic skins, stick to that. Or you want to do what Maxis matches stuff, stick to that. So they look better. So stick to one custom content style, the one you like the most, and keep it through all the story. Don't change defaults constantly like I also did, because that was just fooling around. I was really a noob back then. So so as you can see, also for hair, there are also, even if you go Maxis Match, there are a ton of styles available. So try to stick also to one set of colors or hair texture. So that will also make your themes look better. And the final tip I'm going to share with you right now is to use a screenshot tool instead of the in-game camera. Uh, this is the very first picture from my legacy, from my ancient 9-year-old legacy. As you can see, this was this is a picture taken with the in-game camera. It's a small picture, and my graphics look blurry. and I didn't have a camera mode, so my Sims look. You can't really see their faces even if they are getting married. So it looked fine back then, but nowadays it would look good. So what I did here is also they are the same Sims getting married, and what I did there was use a screenshot tool so the picture looks better. There's also the difference in the computer I use here and the computer I use here, but even uh, not paying attention to that, look at how better this looks like. The lighting is better, and you can see the Sims faces. Even they are posing here, and they are in games too. But even if I wanted to take a close up of their faces while they are getting married, but what they are doing this animation, it will look much better and engage the reader more. So yes, even if you don't have custom content, don't forget the camera mode. There are many. There are one for as you may see. There's one for The Sims 2, for The Sims 3, and The Sims 4. So don't forget that. So and also use a screenshot tool. So if you're looking for a screenshot option, let me show you this website. Where is it? There we go. Is it? There we go. Tomsguide.com. This link will let you browse for a list of many different screenshot software you can use, some free, some pay. This is the one I am using. I am using Fast Stone Capture. I tried a 30-day trial and then I purchased it because it also it allows me to take good pictures, but it also allows me to record my game, and that's what I'm showing you right now. So yeah, look for any software that works for you for your story. So some people like, let me see, some people like this one, Fraps. So let's see, there are many options. So I don't, I'm afraid that Photoshop got stuck loading once again. Let me take a look at Photoshop. Let me go down. Oh no, it's still loading at snail's play pace. Okay, that's what happens sometimes. So I'm going to show you my Sims 2 custom content and brace yourself for that. And then I'm going to pause the video to let Photoshop finish loading. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is my Sims 2 downloads folder. Um, you can see that I redid this folder a few months ago, and I was very careful with this time to create folders and be very organized, because if some of this stuff is makes my game go breaks my game, it's easier to find if you do the 50-50 method of just taking out half of your folder, load the game. If it doesn't crash, load again with the other half. If it crashes, go half of half. You can read about that method, and also allows me to take in and out stuff as needed. So where can you find Sims to custom content? I'm sorry, I can't give you much info about Sims 3 and the Sims 4. Most of the stuff I found at Tumblr. But here's an excellent, if you would like Maxis Matchy stuff, here's an excellent resource. It's on pinterest.com/maxismatchery/boards, and this is scales TST Sims to Maxis Matchery. The Sims to Maxis Match only. So it's an awesome resource of stuff. This is a repository stuff. These are pieces of clothing that were made from Maxis meshes or an improved hair that is based on Maxis hair stuff, store stuff, build stuff, comfort stuff, IKEA stuff. Uh, she even has where you can find some stuff from the stories, spin-offs, stuff related to some famous Maxis icons like the cow plant, the freezer bunny, llamas or llamas, as you say in English, the plum buff, uh, famous characters like the God family and NPCs and supernatural creatures. And well, this place is an awesome resource. So you can find you have clothing. So this is a board I follow when I was rebuilding my stuff. But if you go to her following section, she also follows people, very interesting simmers that have also created their Pinterest boards with, and they are also great. I also like to follow Strange Tomatoes Pinterest because she's an awesome storyteller. So she has a lot of stuff, and this is how I found most of the modes I'm going to use for storytelling because I haven't done this in a long time, so I have forgotten how to do storytelling. So it's going to be a trip down memory lane for you and me. So this is a place to find custom content. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff. I didn't get all the stuff that these girls have recommended. So let's go back to my downloads folder. So this is the short version because the first time I did my download folder, it was almost 16 gigabytes, which is insane. So I'm not going to do that. So I took out most of the stuff I used to have and kept only what I consider essential, essentially quotation marks because that's not really essential, but you know how we see Mersai, we're addicted to custom content. So I have an accessories folder, goggles and glasses. I used to have hats and gloves and scarves, but I took them out until I feel like I can use them for the story. This is add-ons. This stuff like expansion from most of Max's build and buy stuff. For example, let's go with comfort, and you can see beds that are made from the Maxis beds. For example, if Maxis only created a double bed, the one creator will make a single bed like this one, or bunk beds. It's awesome stuff, and most of the stuff is very small because they pull their textures from Maxis. I also have a build folder with, I don't have a lot of build stuff. I think Maxi stuff is fine, but I got a lot of recolors. I think I have every single recolor created by Shasta Keys. I didn't get defaults, just the recolor because I like some of the Maxis textures. Some of it I did replace some of those sets, etc. For buy stuff. See, I also have it when I buy bathroom stuff, buy deco, plumbing sets, lots of recolors. I have also some meshes and some Sims 3 to 2 conversions. So you can, sorry, let me go back. Multiple room sets is like my dump here, all the stuff I couldn't classify. So there it is. Wall decos mostly posters. For new meshes, I try to stick to Sims 3 and Sims 4 conversions. So to keep things manageable, but it's really hard. Now clothes, you can see I have said the word essential, and this is a joke because look at this. This is not exactly essential, but if you consider that this includes outerwear, athletic wear, stuff for all ages, it's a bit more organized. I used to classify my clothes by gender or and age, but I decided to just stick to type of clothing because the nowadays, for example, let me show you something. For example, these jeans, Amaril new jeans with chucks. They are available for children, for adults, for teenagers, for males, for females, and they are slaves of each other. So they have text to reference. So in order to keep things sane, these are these jeans. Look at this. So in order to keep things sane, I just stick all the stuff that is slave with each other in a single folder. And so far, I have very few issues with slaves clothing that don't have texture. So this is my clothes download folder. Gowns. I really like to have my scenes with pretty party stuff, tops, and as you can see, a lot of Sims 3 and Sims 4 to Sims 2 conversion. That's my favorite stuff. Defaults again, I have by for clothing I have expansion pack. We also have folder for default accessories, build by, and I have hit default object textures, slots, suite down. Well, this is like the wall deco and how they can go lower than usually and do not get weird shadows. Facial hair, these are the face templates, and I have a mix of several creators and I really like. My eyes, I use Leia plus Remy eye defaults. This has been my favorite for a long time. Um, este, Makeup defaults, neighborhood defaults, pets defaults, etc. Then I have a folder for facial hair and I have beards, eyebrows, and sideburns, double moss. All of this is Maxis matched stuff, genetics, eyes and skin tones. I use stick to less stuff. I don't have many skins. Hair, I use my textures and my color. Well, not my texture. These are by Summer Dream Sims, but I use my colors, and there are creators who have been using them, and I'm so happy to have awesome creators like Didi and Scooey using these colors, so I don't have to do them myself. But like, look at here. So I these are the names of all the Sims 3 meshes that have been converted and retextured by other creators, so I keep them here. Sims 42 conversions, maxi style hairs, medieval conversions. For miscellaneous, just a few random meshes that like how they look. Nook meshes because I really like her stuff, and a few rose meshes because I think this mesh number 84 is my favorite hair mesh for females for full time, so I still keep it. IKEA stuff, this includes recolors and repository stuff and stuff that looks like it was created for IKEA, so I separate it by name. So here it is, recolors and add-ons. Makeup, again, I went with essential because I used to have a lot of stuff, so now I try to keep it more manageable, just a few blushes, just a few eyeshadows and eyeliners and all that stuff. And here another I have makeup, freckles and all that stuff. And for Maxis I have a folder for castaway conversions, a folder for life and pet stories conversion, not all the stuff but I have it. Pre-order stuff and have been fixed at Mati or more awesome than you, and store stuff and some fixes and recolors. And you can find this store stuff at Garden of Shadows because the Sims 2 website store is no longer available. For neighborhood with deco, I went with mostly Sims 3 to Sims 2 conversion, and I found stuff by Cricket. I got these two because I'm going to try out Sims 1 Hood Recreation, Old Town Recreation by a simmer called Kalisa Sims, and that was recommended to me by Anano. Thank you so much. So I needed these pieces to have the hood show up correctly, and rabbit holes. I really like rabbit holes to decorate my hoods. Repository. Again, this is like pieces, as I said, pieces of, for example, look at this, pieces of Maxi's age conversion, or they perhaps chop this skirt or chop these boots, and they pull the texture from the game files. And Scale is the one who has done a lot of repository. She has a repository project and she's currently redoing it, but I haven't really updated her files. I'm going to wait until she's mostly finished because I know I will have to replace most of the stuff, and it's going to be a mess. So I'm waiting a little bit for a while for that, but her stuff is awesome. And then I have a lot of storytelling stuff like animation boxes, special effects, special recolor, mostly invisible recolor because they are a very nifty trick for having your sim do some special animations. Post box, these are screenshot backgrounds. I really like this. These are like solid color backgrounds for pictures, and this mesh has been recently fixed at Garden of Shadow by Slick, so I recommend you get that and replace all your old files. And and supernatural stuff. I have stuff for aliens, the Green Reaper, miscellaneous plant sims, and in each folder I have clothing, furnishing, and genetics, and mostly my defaults for that stuff. And then themes, themes. Sorry, I have, for example, food stuff, um, farming stuff that I want to have to try out my game, hobby stuff. There's not a more, it's not a lot. I used to have a lot more stuff, so I school stuff. I have a lot of school stuff. So just for example, if I'm not going to play a farm, I can take this folder out from my games. And finally, mods. These are stuff that makes the game functional. Most of the first folder are from Pescado, from More Awesome Than You. I don't have many of his mods, just the ones that are most useful to me. And then I go with from 2Jeff, CJ, other mods. For example, this is the Autonomous Casual Romance, and this is a very fun mod to have in your game to make things unexpected. Your sims can fall in love autonomously, even get babies, get pregnant even without your input. So it's very fun to have it in a legacy. Body shop fixes, create a sim fixes, graphic and sounds. For example, I dislike the user interface sound, so I disable that. Object fixes, mostly from glitches, and finally scene manipulator. It's like the um, successor to the Inseminator. That was a very useful mod, somehow some sort of like the master controller from The Sims 3, but the Inseminator was never updated after for Apartment Life and beyond. So the Sim Manipulator is a very good replacement. So that's it for my download folder, and yes, and just in time, Body Shop is already loaded. So what I'm going to do is click on Build a Sim, Build or Clone Sims. Click here, and here are my Sims. So I'm going to click here. This is Stella. The Stella is extracted from Strange Town. So first I'm going to create a copy to clone her. So she's already cloned, and then I'm going to select Dawn. There she is. This is my, and now I'm going to share her. I forgot how to do this. Oh, good. No, this is not delete. How do you pack it? Well, I'm drawing a blank. I drew a blank. So yes, first I'm going to clone all these sims. So you clone, you say done, selecting sim. I'm sorry, I really drew a blank. Then I'm going to select skip, clone him, and then check here. Then who's missing? Here's Cosmo. Yes, I'm going to clone him, and then finish cloning him. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just missing Penelope. There she is. Clone her. Okay. So now these are completely clean copies of this sim. So now I'm going to leave this and go to package sims, and then I'm going to package sim to file. So I'm just going to go ahead and give her a name. And I need to skip. Just going to put any whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same for all my sims. And I'm going to pause the video and come back when I'm done with this. So see you in a second. Okay, and I'm back, and as you can see right here, you can see the Sims 2 pack of all the Sims I've just packaged using Body Shop. And the way to make sure that these are the clean copies and these are safe to use is to double click and you can see that all the custom content has been packaged along with the theme. So boy safe, this Stella is correct, this Penelope also correct, this Cosmo also correct, and Skip also correct. So these are safe to use, so I'm just going to go ahead, cut them, then go to my skipped backup, the Sims 2, go to the Sims, and just paste them. And I can get rid of this already. So there we go. So now I have all my Sims 2 pack ready, so in case my game blows up, I can just double click this and reinstall my Sims. So that's going to be a huge help for me. And I could also go ahead and create a copy of my download folder and go back to my backup and paste. And did you see 9 gigabytes? Insane. But okay, so while this finishes copying, I like to thank you for watching, and that's it for this video. Next time I'm going to work on the creating the hoods and using empty templates, and also create backups for that. And then we'll finally begin with the main storytelling. So thanks so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye.